Hey guys, Stoic here. So when I left you last, we finished up our bamboo farm and I've been smelting like crazy. So we've got a ton of stone. I've already converted, I don't know, about a double chest and a half to stone bricks. Once I get all my cobble done, we'll go ahead and start smelting that stone bricks into cracked stone. So, but it's pretty fast. This array is. So what we're going to work on today is over here. We're going to work on this one. So you see, this is going to be our cactus farm we're going to be working on today. So we'll have a furnace array that'll give us XP. I've got a mending villager, so this should keep my tools pretty well healed up. And if you look here, you'll see that I've already run, just like our sorting system and our bamboo system, I've already run a water elevator up from level 40 is what I'm doing for the cactus. So 45 was our bamboo, level 35 will be our sorting system, level 40 will be our cactus farm. So I've already got this ran, and all we've got to do is get the cactus farm going, and our bamboo farm will supply these 6 furnaces with bamboo as well to keep them burning. And we shouldn't have any issues keeping that going full time, so we can have all the XP we want for enchanting, naming items, repairing tools and armor and weapons, whatever we want to do with our XP. So I'm going to go ahead and take you out to the cactus farm, or where we're going to put it, and we'll get started on that. Alright, so our bamboo farm is currently shut off right now because mainly I've got piston noise turned down, but I just don't need it right now, so I figured while we're doing this build, we'll go ahead and leave it off. I do want to remind everybody that, like I said in the last episode, this bamboo farm, cactus farm, and the sugarcane farm are all designs by El Mango. I thought about doing my own, but honestly, for the footprint size, as you can see, this is how much space this is going to take up. Same thing with the bamboo and the sugarcane farm. I've already got the pad laid out for it. We'll do that next episode. You know, for the footprint size and how much they put out, El Mango's got it nailed, so there's no reason for me to reinvent the wheel. But I thought there'd still be value in doing it on these episodes because you get to see how they're done in survival, since most tutorialists do theirs in creative, yours truly included. And I guess we got a few more minutes here. And also, you know, a lot of times tutorialists just tie them into a chest at the bottom, and so this will show you how we're tying all this stuff together in a larger transporting system like a water channel. So hopefully it'll be of help, and yeah, and we'll go ahead and get started at daylight. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. I need to grab some blocks. I'm not really worried. I'm going to go ahead and use stone bricks, but it doesn't really matter because this is all going to be inside of a building. Eventually I'm going to enclose all 3 of these once they're done. But I'm going to put some temporary blocks down here, and these are just to get our pistons on. So then we want to grab some sticky pistons and throw them on here. Okay, and we're going to hop up here and gonna throw pistons to the right side of each one. Okay, so I'm just crouching here and moving to the side of this block. Alright, and then what we want to do is come on back down here, and we're gonna throw, let's see here. Okay, there we go. We'll throw a block underneath these, and we'll get rid of this one. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of all these. So switching back and forth. I think what I'm also going to do, see if I've got something I can put in this hole. This is the I could take you on a journey once again like I did in the last 2 episodes, but I thought maybe doing this for the 3rd time and listening to row your boat for the 3rd time might drive you guys nuts. But it essentially does the same thing as our bamboo farm did, as our sorting system did. It's just at a different level. So our cactus is going to be down at Y40. course, our bamboo was at Y45, and our sorting systems is always, anything going to our sorting system is always going to go down to Y35. All right, and I think I'm going to find, we'll just use regular old stone here so I know which corner I'm in. We're going to cover that up so I don't fall down. All right, then we're going to grab our stone brick. And like I said, underneath all of these upward facing pistons, we want to put a block. There we go. All right, and then we're going to come up here and on all the horizontal pistons, we're going to put a block as well. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come down here, and underneath the horizontal blocks, we're going to have an observer facing, basically sending its signal into that block, okay? So face out. And we'll come around here and do the last one. All right, and then what we're going to do is grab our powered rail. Let's see here. Throw it down in front of each one of these. Okay. And I'm just going to break that one out. That'll shut it off for now. We'll go ahead and put in our switch, and to do that, we're going to want to basically take out these last two blocks. The reason being, we're going to end up having a slime block right there, and it'll stick to this bottom block if we don't. We'll grab a piston and our stone bricks. Put our stone brick there, piston there, and then we'll grab a lever, throw it there, and that will allow us to shut this off. Okay, so we'll leave that like that. So the next thing we want to do is come around here, see if we can get up here. So we need to grab our observers, and we got the stone bricks for temps. So we're going to get up on this piston and then up on this block, and you're going to want to put a temporary block there and then a observer facing away from you. Okay, and we'll do that on all of these. All right, might probably jinx myself, but I feel like my parkour skills are getting better. Yeah, you guys tell me. There we go. And last one. There we go. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take out that temporary block we put in underneath all of these. Okay. And that should be good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go down and complete our switch. And the way we do that is we got to put two blocks on top of here and then break out the first one. You put the one on top of the slime block. Grab a observer, and that way it's shooting down into the slime block. And then we're going to get rid of that block there. And there we go. Okay. Noisy, but like I said, there is a volume setting just for your pistons, which I will be utilizing probably even more. All right, so next thing we gotta do is we gotta get our sand. This is an important step as far as where you're putting it. You want to make sure you're putting it in the right location. So let's see here. We'll get this and our fence. So this is going to be the first piston to fire off your switch here. And then the next one's gonna be over there. Okay, so you need to make sure you put your sand. If you don't put your sand in the right order here, okay, in this order, if you do it over here or across, what'll end up happening is you'll end up having it get out of sequence, and it'll actually, one of these horizontal pistons will get pushed back, and it'll break your machine here. Okay, we'll throw our cactus down, and then, ouch, and then. We'll come around here to the back side, and then we'll get rid of the one on top of the cactus. And then let's grab, doesn't really matter, so let's just grab some stone. I'm gonna go too high with that for now, break the one underneath. Okay, and then for ease, we're gonna make a little plus sign here, or T, whatever you want to call it. More like a plus sign to me. Oops, I fell off under that fence. All right. And then up here, you're going to grab something I do not have. Of course. Well, let's go ahead and get this set. All right, so I'm going to have my hopper here. Okay, that's what's going to feed a. It's going to feed a dropper that's going to then just drop it into our tunnel, our water tunnel. So I'm going to need to push my minecart that I'm going to use up here towards that hopper. So that means these 2 blocks. But I need some powered rail. So I'll be right back. I forgot, I guess, 1 powered rail. Always something, right? All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got my powered rail. I hope I'm not the only one that always forgets like 1 item. So we might have to get a little creative about getting back up here. And let's see here. Actually, I could probably, yeah, a little bit of pain. Let's see. Now I've got these plus signs. All right, let's just throw down some blocks. How about that? All right. So, well, I gotta throw down one on top of here too, I guess. Came in on the wrong side. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that so I don't forget. And then we're gonna get our powered rail and throw it right here. Now we need to get our cart, a couple chests. Throw the cart down, chest there, chest here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and break out these blocks underneath. Okay. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to throw, I'm going to extend these arms one at a time. I think. Oh. You know what I forgot? Well, let's see here. I don't think I can do it now. One of the things you need to do before you put all this stuff around here, once you get your cart down, you need to break that rail and get it out of there. That's what was throwing me off. Okay. So now we need to extend that arm. Now, I kept messing this up in my tests because I usually test these kind of, these are pretty complex contraptions relatively. So I usually test them beforehand. I kept letting this retract and then breaking it out. Don't do that. Leave it retracted and then break your piston while it's retracted. Okay. And then we're going to do the other one the same way. And we'll break the piston and then the redstone. And then we're going to get rid of these chests. And I'll drop down to here and get rid of this one. And then you can get rid of the stone. So before we drop this, one thing you got to have in place is your hopper. Okay. Otherwise, the whole purpose of moving it over to this corner is we're going to have a hopper here. And all I'm going to do is grab my hoppers and run them up here. I can just point them right at. Oops. Okay. Even with this. All right. And what will happen is that corner will catch that hopper, which will do two things. It'll keep it from breaking on this cactus, and it will also allow it to, anything it catches will flow into this hopper. So now we can break this block. It should fall and not break. And when we turn this on now, all of the, I gotta get that, all of the cactus that gets broken will pop right into that minecart and then flow down into the hoppers. And I'll show you a little bit of that here before we get too far along and start working on how to get it into our dropping system. Okay, if I turn this on, let's see if we can come up here and hopefully you guys can hear me. You see it going into there? All right. If I hop down here, you see it collecting in there. Okay. Well, hopefully that audio comes through. We'll see. But anyway, as you saw, it was just like on a passive cactus farm, that post right there, every time this tries to grow, will break the cactus on the second level and immediately gets caught by that cart, which is barely hanging over this hopper, and so it starts coming down this hopper. So the next thing we got to do though is the fun part. See if I can do this without falling into a hole. And it won't kill me because there's water down below, but it's kind of a pain. You got to go all the way around again. So I'm going to try and stair step this a little bit. Just give ourselves some room to work. And we're going to come in here. There we go, to our hole. And we should have a hopper right there. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my last hopper and throw it in there. And then I'm going to grab my dropper and throw it up there. And let's see here. This is the fun part. We're going to see if I can do this. I'm going to be taking out some of our blocks underneath here. Probably should have just gone one more hopper deep, but we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try and see if I can do it without going one more hopper deep. Which means I'm going to have to fill some of this in. Well, not for now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come this direction. Okay. And we can fill all this in later. 2, 3. Alright. And I'm going to place blocks back in here. And we need to grab comparator and a repeater. Okay, and we'll put the comparator here. Repeater there. Already getting a strong signal, as you can see. And then we'll grab our redstone dust. And see here. Well, I'm gonna have to take this out. Some of this out so I can get up here. There we go. See what if I can do it without taking that one out. All right. Go ahead and do that. All right, so that's blinking away, ready to get rid of that cactus that's in there. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to take this block out. Let me see. I'm going to come out of here with a comparator. I'm going to look at some redstone here. It's going to look at some redstone there. Okay. So grab our redstone, place it there. Our comparator, place it there. You see it blinking away. Place that there. Redstone. And then last but not least, guess I'll have to come up here. See if I can get that to face that way. And there it goes, kicking out. It's just giving it back to me right now. Okay. So if we enclose all this now, see it gave me all 13. So now if we enclose all this, back up. Oops, I think I missed. Go ahead and get that up there too. Alright, and then as soon as I enclose this up, we don't have to worry about it doing that anymore. Alright. Get out of here, need one more piece of stone. And get our dirt. You'll never know it's there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to turn this on and this, and we're going to go over. Okay, and we're going to go over and check out our. See it going away there? Hopefully you can hear me. Alright, let's go check out our furnace room and see what we're getting. Alright, so as we come into our furnace room here, we see that it is working. Look at that. Shooting up in the air because I haven't put my last piece of glass on, so we'll come up here and put our last piece of glass on. And I don't know if any of it made it. Oh, some of it made it in there. It's already working. Okay. So the problem now is though that it is just collecting down here. All right. Make sure I'm getting some bamboo. Yeah, bamboo, but it looks like it's filling these back up. because I had it shut off. It burned through all the fuel it had. So next thing we need to do is I need to get another dropper. This is all going to be behind a wall. I'm going to get another dropper, build a little loop here to kick it out. And we're going to basically just get rid of this green dye. We don't need it. If I do, I'll have switches in front of these, just like I have switches in front of these. And I can turn these off and collect green dye, but really how much am I going to use green dye for? So I don't want to just collect all this green dye that this is going to be kicking off. We're just going to get rid of it. These are purely for XP, and if I need the green dye, I'll just flip a switch and collect some. Alright, so I'm going to get some materials, and then we'll build this little burner that we're going to use to get rid of this green dye, and that'll allow this whole system to get going too. And I'll be right back. Alright, so I haven't really planned this out, so I'm not really sure 100% how I'm going to do this, but I got an idea. This room here, if you see here, I got 1, 2, 3 blocks to the left of this furnace. I'm going to basically make it symmetrical to the same thing. So I'll have a wall that'll come across here. So I think I'm going to take it, I think I'm just going to make it easy on myself to get rid of this green dye by taking it to the other side of that wall there. Just might make it easier. And there we go. All right, so I'm gonna probably collect a ton of, yeah, look at that. I'm gonna collect all that as I go through there. Yep, there it goes. Okay, well, that's all right. Let's dig this out. Get out of here. Yeah, see, I'm already almost full. Probably get rid of some of this here. Okay, so we'll pick up all that, and then that means that our lava pit will go here. We'll dig a little more of this out. And we're going to do this pretty much just like our chicken farm, if you remember that. So we'll put that there. We'll throw our lava in there. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff. Don't really need it. Just accidentally grabbed it as I went through. Bamboo's outpacing the cactus right now, especially since I'm not smelting anything on the other side. Okay, that's that. And then what we'll do is we'll come off this side. So I'm going to put a comparator, repeater. No, yeah, we'll go that way. Okay, so I need redstone dust, repeater, comparator. And what we'll do is we'll put the comparator here, put repeater there, redstone dust around to get our little clock going. And then I'll have to take some more of this out just to work anyway. Let's just go ahead and give ourselves some room. And then what we'll do is we'll grab our observers, and I'm going to look at that. I'm going to squat and look at that repeater. See it blinking up there. Throw redstone dust on it, and then have another observer looking at that redstone dust. Yeah, and then I'll just throw some stone. Save the andesite for my villager. Yeah, so we'll throw the stone on here, and then we just got to get some redstone on top. There we go. And you see it start kicking out. Now I can grab my stone, and I can fill all this in. Okay. And then I'm going to put glass here. There we go. It's kicking out into the... And I don't really need to cover all this up, because again, this is all going to be... I'm just going to leave it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a pathway over here. So this will be my doorway. I think I'm going to come to the right a little bit. That's going to be a wall. I'm going to dig out right here. And I just need to get to the other side. There we go. And that shouldn't interfere with my wall that I'll put across here, because I go 1, 2, 3, and then a wall along the back side. So here will be my doorway, and then I can step, well, here will be my doorway, then I can step in and go check on this if I need to. And I can always, I'll have a door over here that I can always go around the back side as well. Okay. So there we go. It's kicking out Yep, kicking out our dye. If I put this in here and get rid of it too, get rid of anything I want in here, through there. Hear it clicking away. See it over there throwing it in the lava. And then the only thing really left to do, we'll grab some... Man, I hear a villager having a good time on the other side of the wall over there. Something's funny. We'll throw down some stone bricks here, some cracked stone bricks there. Throw some switches in front of them when I get them, or some levers when I get them. Once I get the sorting system done, I can start dropping this down. Probably the same way. I don't know that I'll be able to do it. I'll probably have to do the same way I did this one. I won't be able to do it right here. I'll probably have to extend this on the other side just to have enough room to run all that redstone. But that's okay, because we'll just drop down to Y35 and come back across. Alright, so that's it. I'll have to do some other stuff I didn't anticipate. You'll notice these glass blocks are where my wall's going to be. But that's pretty easy to take care of. I can just break the glass and quickly replace like this. All the way up, and I can do that across here as well, and then eventually this will all be enclosed in, so should work out pretty well. Yeah, so far, so the way this should work though, that cactus farm, I don't have the math right in front of me, but basically I did the math. You can smelt every 10 seconds. This will smelt an item. So basically every 10 seconds I'm going to get 6 items smelted. It's 36 items a minute times an hour times a day. And I've made sure that that cactus farm that we just installed will barely outpace these furnaces. That way I don't ever have 1 or 2 starting to run dry or, you know, petering out. I may even, we're going to see how it goes. I got to run the numbers again, but I may even be able to put a 7th furnace on here if I absolutely need to. I know the bamboo will keep up because, as you can see right here, bamboo's collecting a little bit. Part of that's because I'm also not smelting over here, but the bamboo farm will outpace all 12 of these furnaces a little bit. So yeah, well, there might be room to add a 7th in here on each end one of these days if I feel like it. But I think this will be good for now. All right, so that is our cactus farm, or XP farm, however you want to look at it. That's all we're really going to use it for is XP. Hopefully next time I see you, I'll have this room all decked out and trimmed out. It'll look similar to our trading hall, but I did notice that I've put 2 wooden doors on here. I didn't think I'd have a problem with mobs ripping them off because there's nothing in here to attack, but they still keep stealing my wooden doors, so I'll probably have to put an iron door on this room as well. But yeah, hopefully next time you see this room, it'll be all decked out, trimmed out, and all the workings will be hidden. And hopefully I'll be a little further along on the sorting system where maybe we'll get close to doing it. But next episode, we're going to do a sugarcane farm. Other than that, that's really it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Most of all, if you enjoy the channel, please subscribe. It's the best way you can support us right now. We're a fledgling channel, so outside of that, this is Stoic, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next time. You take care.